What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back with another episode of this Football Manager mobile experiment. And today we're going to be looking back at the last 4 years. I've simulated another 4, and the next episode will be the last one. We're just going to simulate, however long the GOAT lasts before he retires. But we're going to start off by looking at the results in England. So, Newport County have managed to win themselves at least one competition this season. They've won the FA Cup, beating Arsenal 2-0 in the final. The GOAT is the top goal scorer. If we look here, 9 goals in the tournament. Very impressive from him. But they managed to win their second FA Cup after securing one last episode. Unfortunately, they haven't done the same. Let's just go to here. In the Carabao, Man City winning this year, and Newport not even making the final since the last episode in 28-29. A long time ago at this point. But how have they done in the league? As you can see there, Chelsea have won it, but they have managed to finish second. So not too bad, but not too great. They haven't scored a lot of goals, and it's actually been a fairly disappointing season from the GOAT in the Premier League, which has definitely, contributed to them finishing in second. But if we look back, I left you guys with them winning it for the first time, and they managed to win it 2 more times after that, in 20-30-31 and then 31-32, winning themselves 3 league titles in a row. From the looks of the first time that's been done probably since Man United, I would imagine, whenever the last time they've done that is. But regardless, they've definitely been the best team in a long time. But they did fall off a little bit the next 2 seasons after that. So after finishing in first place for 3 years in a row, not the right thing, they did drop to 4th place and then finish second the year after. So not great, but hopefully they can bounce back next season and the GOAT can lead them to glory. He has got 35 goals and 6 assists in 36 games, which is very impressive. Same amount of games he played last year with 3 less assists, but a 3.33 less rating on average, which is telling. But really his best season so far in a Newport County shirt has been the 3rd season that they won the league in a row, 54 goals and 13 assists in 49 games. And that did earn him a Ballon d'Or after, I think he got one the 2 years before. We can look at that in a second. But 41 goals and 11 assists in 43, also a decent return. That 26-goal season was the first time that they won the league, and that actually was... That's really interesting because that was not a great season by him. That's the first time they managed to win the Premier League. But if we look at the international stage, he did win it 3 times on the bounce. 2 of those corresponding with Newport County winning the Premier League, and then one of them actually when they finished 4th, which is odd, but very impressive from the GOAT. But how have they done in the Champions League? Well, they've not won it this year. They've not been involved in the Europa League or the Europa League 2. And they've actually not been in the final any times yet. Not once. Haven't made it to the final of the the Champions League. I believe they've gotten out in the semifinals one time the last episode. I didn't really pay too much attention to this episode. But really unfortunate. That's really the only competition they're lacking in. And the GOAT wasn't even the top goal scorer for Newport County. Ellis Evans here getting 9 goals ahead of the GOAT with 7. So it's definitely not his competition. He's not Ronaldo, unfortunately for Newport County. But they might just get that Champions League in the next episode. We'll have to wait and find out. But if we look at the international stage, I'm not sure which of these I looked at before. But this would have been like in the time frame of the last episode. England did win the Europa Championship, the European Championship, twice in a row in 2024 and 2028. So very impressive from England there. Scotland winning it most recently, which is insane. Can you imagine Scotland beating Spain in the Euros? That is ridiculous. But unfortunately, they've not done the same in the World Cup. They have finished in the top 2. They made it to the final in 2030, but unfortunately got knocked out by Spain. A couple of crazy results in there. Cameroon versus USA in the final. Uruguay making it there against Spain. That's ridiculous. But there is a World Cup this year. I'm not going to simulate that one this episode, but you will find out how England do in the next one. But he has managed to keep them atop of the world rankings. England #1 by quite a ways at this point. Definitely in part down to the GOAT. If we look here, he's actually their top goal scorer by quite a ways. 36 goals ahead of Jadon Sancho, with 57 and 56. Very rare to see a player finish with positive goals per game. Definitely in real life, but even Football Manager is just obscene. Even got 3 goals and 2 assists, or 3 goals in 2 games at U21 level. But that's how the GOAT is doing so far. Hopefully he can continue to win trophies. But that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.